they got it that close at the end there.
Yeah.
I mean, all that damage done by Fnatic early on, early picks. PETA holding the flank. I understand why he was doing it, but when that battle was going on for so long, don't you think maybe he should have, you know, at least peeked the connector and kind of made a move a bit quicker?
Probably. At the same time, they probably figured someone's always holding that, so they were kind of just relying on him to get that flank.
Na'Vi buys all deagles.
And this is the second pistol. Second pistol that Fnatic has won in this game. That already obviously makes them really big favorites, since Na'Vi has not won the second round in either half.
Here's what I'm talking about. These nice eco rounds, like Freeze, they're gonna get pretty much a flawless round, assuming Markloff doesn't 1D 4 people right here. And yeah, I mean, that's just... I mean, Na'Vi aren't going to be able to have deagles again. It's going to all be USPs. You'd expect that Fnatic can have a similar eco, you know, not really anyone dying. And I think that's what Fnatic needs. They need to build that money up so they continuously buy no matter... Like, it's pretty plausible for Na'Vi to win 2 CT rounds in a row, but as long as Fnatic can keep buying with, like, a massive money gain that they earned right here, it'll help them a lot in this half. Whereas I think if they lost 2 guns there and they lost 3 guns here and then they lost first gun and then they force and then they lose, I think the match would go to Na'Vi a lot easier.
Edward with 2 USP kills in SA2, and Fnatic has actually lost 3 people and a bomb, and it looks like Na'Vi is actually gonna win this round. That was a little careless push by Zeus. Now Karn has picked up an AK while both Na'Vi players are still stuck with pistols. That was actually a really bad push by Zeus, and it could easily cost them this round.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy round for Karn. I mean, they both have pretty much 1 hit. They're probably going to pick up a gun or 2. Starks is really far from the second site, though. So
yeah, I think Karn is going to win this round now. And that actually, I mean, as much as them even getting that close to winning was thanks to Zeus's 2 kills, I feel like Zeus lost them the round by just peeking Karn way too much.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious. Well, I don't know if it's obvious, but I mean, there was a good chance that Karn wasn't that hurt, that Zeus could just run in there and Zeus just did a 1D.
Yep, and that pretty much decides the round. Karn wins a nice 1-on-3. Score another round for Fnatic. But at least Starks walks away with an AK, and Karn, well, Fnatic did lose a lot of guns. So if Na'Vi were to start winning now, that would quickly put a dent on Fnatic's money.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they let Na'Vi get that many guns. I mean, I'm surprised that Na'Vi even bought that many deagles. I mean, they bought 5 deags the first eco, and then they rebought more deags. That's like, if they didn't get any kills that round, that would have... Na'Vi's buy would have been like a 4 buy, you know, on CT, instead of having that like 5-ish K.
Exist takes out Edward.
Zeus over-rotating into 2. Freeze takes out Markloff.
Freeze? Yeah.
Really
and someone already
in the
pretty
middle.
much just rushed up middle.
Look at him, he's just in the connector. He just...
Starks picks up Exist. Ooh, misses the second shot on Karn, and missed the third shot. And it looks like he's about to go down here. Saved by Zeus. Gox is on the flank here, though. Looks like he's definitely gonna get 1 kill.
Both of these guys. Oh, Freeze. Just jumping out. I don't even know if that was a great idea for him to do that. I mean,
yeah, and
he could have waited for
Gox with the flank there.
As nice as that round was by Freeze, don't you think? Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of how Fnatic's always played. You just go for what you feel is gonna work. You don't really think about.
Well, also if it's a thing where like people are too aggressive in general. You know, like the fraggers are gonna do extra things to get frags. You could already see that when Freeze definitely should have saved this from us as CTs, but he just went for the pick, you know. Yeah. And also, you know, Freeze is Danish, so there's always that chance. They still have some miscoms due to language barriers.
That's true.
But yeah, 5-0, that's after this round. That's gonna make it 11-9. It was 9-6, right? First half.
Yeah.
11-9 in favor of Fnatic now, and that's definitely gonna put Fnatic in the driving seat as tees, and I would say pretty sizable favorites to win this match.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic are running the show right now. They're the ones that at this point in time, Fnatic has the money, they have the lead, they have the confidence. So if they start blowing rounds, it's going to be their own fault.
Yeah, one thing that is interesting though is if Navi now loses this match, how much do you think Zeus is going to blame himself for that eco? Starix goes down to 25 health
Fnatic
early on.
realize how far you can run in the sewers, and they exist almost around the whole way up. Curious to see if he just opens the door right now, he'll kill the site guy pretty easily. He's gonna catch Zeus right now if he opens the door. Oh, Zeus, the lucky timing.
And Zeus gets 2 kills on existing Karn. That could have easily ended up badly. Freeze is gonna try to nade him, but he pushed up close.
Oh, nice op kill. 2 op kills by Freeze, really nice play there.
Starix is still down to low health, and Peta's walking up middle. Oh, Starix with a nice shot on Peta, and it's a 3 versus 1 right now against Freeze. Navi just really can't afford to lose any more weapons this round. Gets spotted by Markelov.
Ooh, nice shot. Ooh. This could be a potential ace right here.
And they just keep peeking him one at a time.
I think he got 4, right? He got 4?
Yeah, he's gotten 4 kills so far this round.
Switch to the AK. I don't know if this is the right choice for him, but we'll see. Edward's going to start moving up right now. He's going to catch Freeze's. Freeze is just going to plant right now. Edward's in a...
Surprised Edward's not peeking that plant spot.
That is a huge round for Freeze. That's clipped, that's talked about. He is now the best player in the world, MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, and that is going to be going frag movies. That was really bad play by Navi, though. There's no question about it. That was a round Navi lost. That was way more than he was around that Freeze won. And Fnatic is just sitting back right now, expecting Navi to push, even though that is clearly not going to happen. And both teams is taking it slowly now. I mean, Navi's just sitting back, doing, I guess, their usual thing, but Fnatic is just so passive. And pretty much nothing has happened in the first 45 seconds of the round.
Yeah, I mean, Navi are sticking to their setup, you know, Edward short, Starks, only a FAMAS in the back of B. You know, the typical A slow setup they do, you know, Markelov is kind of over by that sewer box. Say9 over by Kitty, kind of playing a weird angle, but I guess that's an anticipation for them to just kind of walk up.
Zeus is in a pretty risky spot looking through the smoke. Like, if Fnatic were to walk up middle, he would definitely get killed. They're making their way towards B right now, and they're going to be met by Edward. Takes out Gux, sees another, takes out Peta as well. And all remaining Fnatic members have made their way into the B site. And Freeze left in a 1 versus 4 now, after an early kill. Gets taken out by Edward as well.
This one, but...
And that's the first round. Finally.
I mean, they won a lot with a lot of guns, so that's good for Navi. If they win this next round, they can really start stringing. They can afford to lose a round, you know. But Fnatic really needs to put them in their place right now. You can't let Navi get momentum. I feel like they're one of the most momentum-based teams. You know, like when you watch them play live or videos afterwards of people behind them, you can see how emo they are when they're losing. You know, big they get really mad.
Yeah.
Opposed when they're winning, they're all happy. You know, high fives, blah blah blah. Just I don't notice the same type of thing with SK. You know, like it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, SK is a lot more. Ooh, Gox gets 2 entries there.
Yeah, that was really nice.
I was gonna say, Zenia misses the shot on Exist2. Looks like everybody on Navi just missed a shot this round.
Yeah, and this is going to be a clean round for Fnatic, so that's really big for them. Sorry, what were you
And
saying?
I was gonna say, I think everybody on SK is just like more mellow in general. You know, like they don't get too high. They don't get a lot of highs, but that also means they don't get a lot of lows, which I guess enables them to play, like, keep their emotions in check in a way, to be more consistent. Doesn't, like, regardless of how things are going.
Yeah.
And that's easy round for Fnatic. Everybody from Navi dies. I think Navi's still gonna buy because only one of their players died. I guess this is probably a timeout.
Yeah, it's still in real time, as you can see. The HLTV doesn't say pending, and you can kind of just float around freely. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, about SK. I mean, I think when Delpan was on MYM, he was like one of the most emotionless CS players I've ever seen play. Seems like he's a little bit more hyped up on SK, but not anywhere close to like being like Navi, where they get happy after rounds. I mean, he just looks so serious all the time, you know, just playing. Doesn't matter if he misses 5 op shots in a row. It doesn't seem to affect him. Just depending, I'd assume Navi's gonna try and switch some stuff up here. They've really got to change their game plan up. I mean, nothing's working for them right now. They haven't. The round they won, it was a nice clean round. Only one player died, but on all the other rounds, they've pretty much just been getting destroyed. Like it hasn't even been close. None of the rounds. Their half is looking worse than Fnatic was. Like Fnatic won a lot of rounds based off skill, but a lot of them were at least a little bit closer. They got picks. Slavic. Sorry, what you're saying?
I was gonna say, I mean, Navi did give up that 1 versus 3 to freeze, so that could have made a difference had they won that round.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Navi actually gave away that 3 versus 1 to Karn too, so they've lost 2 3 versus 1s this half. That have definitely really made a difference in how this half is turning out. Talking about the eco where Zeus died by pushing Karn. Fnatic making their way up B short pretty quickly. Looks like they're going to be heading towards B. Navi on a save round here. So, should be another round for Fnatic.
Yeah, Navi are just playing, a passive eco setup.
Yep, Fnatic has cleared the B site, and they're gonna get the bomb down right now.
I mean, even though it's an eco round and you know you're probably gonna lose, it is really annoying when you stack a site and the team just walks into the other one. Especially when you're losing big, it just adds to that, like, we have no chance. Ooh.
Yeah, it gives you that feeling that you don't really have any control, because you just don't get to do anything. Gux picks up 4 kills there to end that round. Markelov still has 0 kills. And I feel like Markelov has always been...
Oh, he's always been a really good Tuscan player.
Always been a big impact player on Tuscan for Navi, but so far today, not so much.
I mean, you can even correlate a lot of Navi's success on all maps to him. He's their best player on Dust 2, by far. He's their best player on Train, probably, by far. But StarX does help him a lot on Train. I'll give him that. His CT side Train is really good.
Well, StarX plays a rotator, which I feel like is a lot easier role than Markelov's. Yeah. Like, he usually gets the easy kills, while Markelov pushes them over the top. Let's see. Fnatic moving up the middle.
C9 being taken out by Exist. I mean, Peter gotta walk all the way up middle to get that pick on Edward.
No one in Navi was even holding middle. They literally just walked up and shot him in the back.
I mean, that stuff that just can't happen. Like, you can't... I don't know. Or at least if it does happen, the person can't be surprised by it. You know, like... I feel like that was a bit of miscommunication on that round. Maybe they tried to switch things up with that pause, but... And that's a 1 AK.
Yep. And that makes it 15 to 10 for Fnatic.
Gux is playing really well. I mean,